The City Council Committee on Ordinances, Licenses, and Legal Affairs will meet in person on Thursday, May 25th, 2023 at 6 o'clock p.m. for the purpose of discussing school committee compensation, Chapter 2, Article 4, Division 11, School Committee, Section 2-142, Compensation, to craft an ordinance to update language regarding compensation. This meeting will be held in the City Council Chambers, 93 Washington Street, Salem, Massachusetts, second floor. Individuals may listen, view, or participate remotely in the meeting via a remote participation platform called Zoom through either of the following ways. Please click on the link found in the agenda, password 810131, or telephone 877-853-5257 or 888-475-4499. The webinar ID is 846-846-66. 6831. Every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time via technological means. In the event that we are unable to do so on matters not requiring a public meeting, we will post on the City of Salem's website an audio or video recording, transcript, or other comprehensive record of proceedings as soon as possible after the meeting. The City Council Committee on Ordinances, Licenses, and Legal Affairs met in council chambers on May 25th, 2023 at 6:09 p.m. for the purpose of discussing the matters listed below. Notice of this meeting was posted on May 23rd, 2023 at 4:25 p.m. Absent from the committee is Councilor Dominguez. And in front of us tonight is number 232, School Committee Compensation, Chapter 2, Article 4, Division 11, School Committee, Section 2-142, Compensation, to craft an ordinance to update language regarding compensation. And I'll start by saying that this arrived to OLA via the Administration and Finance Committee, where there was discussion about how to whether the compensation should be increased and how it should be done. I will note then that in our ordinances, it specifies that this needs to be discussed by the council every 2 years on an off election year, and just like the mayor's compensation. And this has not been brought up since 2017, though. Kudos to Councilor Stott for finding this in the ordinances and bringing it in. So at the A&F meeting, they had, I do not have the language.
What are you looking for?
The ordinance change?
You want me to read it? The proposed ordinance change?
I have it right here. That's right, I have the language here. Okay, so in the committee, it was discussed that, and there was agreement to recommend that the compensation for the school committee be increased to 8% of the salary of the mayor, effective January 1st of 2024. And that this would become a salary and not a stipend. And therefore, because it's a salary, it would be paid bi-weekly, whereas a stipend is paid quarterly, or?
Paid quarterly?
Yes, yeah, whereas a stipend is usually paid quarterly. So I will open this up for discussion among the committee. Councilor Cohen.
Thank you, Chair Marcillo. I do have a question for the Human Resource Director, but before I do, I just want to state that although I'm not on A&F, that I'm very supportive of these changes. I think they had not received an increase in the percentage, and which correlates to the amount, in a long time. I also feel like making it a salary would enable them, if they want to participate in the benefit program. But my question through you to the Human Resources is, they would get paid every week? We get paid every week.
School committee members get paid bi-weekly.
Okay.
School employees get paid bi-weekly.
I will add, I did not introduce our guests that are with us today. Beth Renard who's our city solicitor, and Lisa Camerata, who is the director of human resources. Any other questions? So just to review the language, and Beth, you can correct me if I get this incorrect. Section 2-956, compensation of members. Commencing January 1st, 2024, members of the school committee, with the exception of the mayor, shall receive a salary equal to 8% of the salary of the mayor in effect on January 1st of each year. This salary shall be paid to members biweekly. During the first 4 months of the city council's biennial organization, the matter of the school committee's compensation shall be reviewed by the city council committee on administration and finance, and a recommendation reported to the city council no later than the first week in May. The committee shall recommend the compensation of the school committee members for the subsequent 2 fiscal years. And just to note, the things that changed there were the commencement date of January 1st, 2024, the salary equal to 8% of the salary of the mayor, and that it is a salary to be paid to the members of the committee biweekly. Correct? Okay. Correct. And then in addition, in Chapter 2, Section 2-956, compensation of members, by deleting the first 2 sentences of this section and replacing them with the following. Commencing January 1st, 2024, members of the school committee, with the exception of the mayor, shall receive a salary equal to 8% of the salary of the mayor in effect on January 1st of each year. This salary shall be paid to members biweekly. Okay. So that's what's before us for changes to those 2 parts of the ordinances. Councilor Presnowski.
Thank you. Do we have figures on that exactly? Because we went from 6% to 8%, correct?
That's right.
So do we know how the numbers reflect what they used to be and what they are now?
So Lisa's looking that up right now.
Right now, the annual compensation is $9,000.
Can you speak into the mic, please? Thanks.
Right now, annually, that's $9,000. I just have to do the other percentage. It'll bring it to $12,000.
So a difference of $3,000 per school committee member, so times 6.
Effective January of next year.
Effective January of next year, yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions? Councilor Cohen.
I move that we refer this with a positive recommendation to the full council.
Second.
Councilor Cohen moves that we refer to this to the council with a positive recommendation for first passage. Seconded by Councilor Varela. All those in favor? The vote is 4-0. The motion carries. Oh. Okay. Is there any public comment? Yes, you can. Councilor Stott.
I move we accept public comment.
Thank you. Megan Stott, 23 Orchard Street. I do appreciate this raise. Like I mentioned in the A&F committee, I think that the school committee members are comparable, if not above, the city council. They should be on par for sure. So I want to note, though, that this is an incremental increase. We are still paid more than the school committee, whereas I think the meetings are the same amount of time, et cetera. And we want to have families and parents be involved with school committee as much as possible. So we need to think about that equality there. Because it is tied to the mayor's salary, similar to ours, I'm okay. I don't think it's something that needs to be reviewed in that manner of how much, but I do think it should be on par with what council is bringing in for salary now. And I think we're getting closer. And I just want to keep that in the back of everybody's mind for in the next 2 years, make sure that this continues to be a review process. But awesome. Thank you. Because I can't speak on council floor tonight. So
Thank you. I appreciate those comments. Any others? Councilor Varela.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Councilor Varela motions to adjourn. All those in favor? All those opposed? The matter carries 4-0. Thank you, everyone. And thank you for being here.